One of the biggest problems I would face was my phone addiction. My screen time would be 6 to 8 hours every single day on average. Like, think about it. 6 to 8 hours on average would be my screen time. And this went on for a couple of years. Like, 3 straight years, my screen time was 6 to 8 hours. I wasted so much energy on this, not even that. It made me depressed, it made me socially anxious, and a billion other things. This was a huge problem in my life, and I fixed it. Right now, my screen time is 20 minutes to 40 minutes to 1 hour max every single day. That's it. My screen time on my phone is 20 minutes. I would often search for videos that would talk about social media addiction, phone addiction, and screen time. And they would talk about stupid things like put Instagram on the end page. That will help you to get rid of this distraction. And that never helped me. It would be the stupidest advice ever. I have never been able to follow that advice ever. So I wouldn't give you any BS advice in this video. I'll give you the advice that worked for me. And these advice are going to be very intense. So, if you are an intense person like me who does everything to the best capabilities and who is intense and strict in his life, then this video will help you. This video is not for average people who want to live in balanced life. This video is for somebody who wants to do something huge in their career and they're distracted. They are on social media and they want their phone time, their screen time to be reduced. So this video will help you a lot. They will talk about dumb phones, like how do you make your phone dumb? There will be widgets and apps they will want us to install. Oh, install a freaking app blocker or install this random extension that is supposed to make your phone a dumb phone. And some people would say, I even bought a dumb phone. Like, imagine that. I bought a physical flip phone. It didn't work. Nothing worked for me. I got back on my phone like 2 days later. So, what works? I'll tell you what works. But before that, if you get value out of this video, I would urge you to like and subscribe my channel. And let's begin. So, how did I reduce my screen time? I realized that this is a lost war. Our brains are not evolved for this modern world. It's simply not. It simply cannot compete with those software engineer nerds in Silicon Valley who are creating their software and apps incredibly addictive. They are investing hundreds of millions of dollars every single day to take your attention from you. So it's a lost war. You cannot fight against it. You cannot make Instagram on the end page so it will reduce your distraction. It won't do shit. It didn't do anything for me. It didn't. I don't think so it will do anything for you either. So, firstly, I only have essentials on my phone. The only things I would need to use. I don't cope with Instagram. I don't cope with Snapchat. I don't say in my brain that, hey, I need Instagram because I want to reply to my friends. I need Snapchat because I would break my Snap score. But think about it. You're not only using Instagram for texting, you're using Instagram for a billion other things, and it is destroying your mental health like it did mine. When I used Instagram, my mental health was at all time low. I was addicted. I was just all over the place looking at these people and their incredible lifestyles. So, what I did was extreme. I deleted it all. I deleted Instagram. I deleted Snapchat. I even deleted YouTube because it has shorts now. And I would often lie to myself by saying I would watch podcasts on my phone, but I would never watch podcasts. I would, more often than not, I would scroll on shorts for 2, 3 hours a day. So it's not worth it to cope to myself and lie to myself and say I'm going to use it for podcast or I'm going to use Instagram to talk to my friends. If they are your friends and you truly value them, you would give them your number and you would use iMessages or WhatsApp or Telegram. You wouldn't use Instagram. So delete Instagram, bad for your mental health, bad for everything. Delete Snapchat, delete YouTube, delete anything that has the algorithm that takes your attention away from you. WhatsApp doesn't have any algorithm that takes your attention and makes you addicted. It doesn't make you addicted. WhatsApp has no scrolling feature, no infinity scroll, no nothing, right? It's just for texting. Use apps that is just meant for texting, and that is it. So I would only have WhatsApp, Notion, Notes, Clock, and Calendar on my phone. That is it. Anything else that distracts me is not on my phone at all. So you need to understand that anything that distracts me is not on my phone at all. You need to make a decision right now. Do you want to be the average person who does not do anything significant in his life and he's living this balanced lifestyle? Or do you want to make an impact in the world and not follow the average lifestyle, not follow the 90% of people who say Instagram is fine and Snapchat is fine, everything is being balanced is great. Do you want to follow that advice or do you want to follow mine? Be strict, be rigid. So if you have made a decision to get rid of your phone addiction, your actions must follow that decision. Because if you haven't taken action upon that decision, you haven't really made that decision. Because if you think about it, if you made a decision to quit social media addiction, your actions must follow that decision because that's your decision. So if you have made the decision to quit your phone addiction and get rid of it forever, your actions must follow that, and your actions must be strict and rigid because the modern world and these software engineers, they don't care about you. They're investing a lot of money into taking your attention from you. So that's the first part. You get rid of all of the applications that destroys and takes away your attention from you. You keep the essentials on your phone, and that is it. You use your phone that it is meant to be used for. For example, talking to people, calling people, notes, clock, alarm, all of that. And that is it. Now, there comes a second problem that I face in my life. I would delete and re download these applications, and I wouldn't have any control over that. I would start off by deleting Instagram and then re downloading Instagram a couple of months later because I wanted to add some university friends on my Instagram ID and I wanted to accept their follow request or random excuses like that. And it made me go back into my phone addiction, and my screen time drastically rose up, if that's a word, and my screen time drastically increased again, and I would go back to my old lifestyle. So how did I fix that? How did I fix that deleting and re-downloading of these shitty apps? Well, here's what you do. You go to settings, you go to screen time, you set up passcode. I'll tell more about the passcode thingy later. You disable App Store, so that does not allow you to download any other apps. You disable adult content or whatever on your website, so it doesn't allow you to surf for random BS. So what's next? What did I do? I made my mom set my screen time passcode for me. So I don't know the screen time passcode on any of my Apple devices. All I have is my phone and the apps. That is it. So I can't download apps. I can't look for BS on the internet. I can't even open YouTube because I've blocked YouTube on Safari. So even on Android, you can do child lock. On settings, on every Android phone, on every iPhone, you can go and set up child lock, which is the exact thing I just described you, making the password managers of your the setting that it does not allow you to download apps, does not allow you to surf the internet for BS things, and make somebody else, your friend maybe, your parents, your brother or sister, know the passcode, and that is it. That's how you solve your phone addiction. That's how I made it so easy for me to reduce my screen time from 8 hours to 20 to 40 minutes within a day. It changed within one day. It doesn't take progressively deloading weeks and weeks of time to decrease your screen time from 8 hours to 6 hours to 4 hours. I did that in one day. That's it. Now, granted, this is a bit extreme, and this is for extreme people who are fed up with their lives and who want to take control back from the social media, from the modern world, and who want to take a step back. So this is the perfect way. No need to buy a random dumb phone. No need to follow this shitty advice on the internet. Delete everything that has an algorithm on it, stupid algorithms that take away your attention, and set up child lock on your phone. Make somebody else remember the passcode and don't allow yourself to know the passcode. So now you cannot download or re-download or delete apps. You cannot surf the browser for BS things. You cannot disable the setting by yourself. So this is exactly how I did it. This is exactly how I made my screen time go from 6 to 8 hours average per day to 20 to 40 minutes every single day. If you got value out of this video, then I would urge you to like this video and subscribe to my channel. It really helps me. And if you want one-to-one advice on addictions, on productivity, on working hard, discipline, self-improvement, then you can DM me on Instagram or Discord. Thank you for watching this video.